Hello and welcome back. This is Nom Nom and we are once again in Oxygen Not Included. This is the O.C.Duplicant base with the OCD challenge. Description can be found down below. We have a whole mess of things we need to address hopefully in the next couple of cycles. First of all, this ridiculous amount of carbon dioxide. I have a blueprint from a long time ago for a door compressor, and I think I'm going to use that to compress this carbon dioxide into a small space. I'm going to do that instead of trying to destroy it with the carbon skimmer. I think I'm going to use the door compressor. That will keep the carbon dioxide in case I want to use it for something later like feed slicksters, while at the same time it'll get rid of it without having to run. Well, I guess the door automation uses some power, but well, we'll figure that out. Then I also want to get this up and running. This thing's going to come out of dormancy pretty quickly, 0.6 cycles. I did wire up some plumbing and some stuff to do. The challenge that we have over here right now, we need to get rid of all these extra gases that we don't want, which is fine. We can work on that. Another problem we have that we need to deal with, however, is the fact that I'm out of fertilizer. If I look at, let's see, agriculture, here we go. I have 0 fertilizer. So I have a little bit of phosphorite, but no fertilizer. So without fertilizer, my farms can't be fertilized. Yeah. So I think that might be part of the reason why we're almost out of food. Our farms aren't actually behaving with the farmer's touch growth buff. So I need to get this thing, fertilizer synthesizer, up and running as quickly as possible also. Now in order for this thing to run, it does need polluted water and some other stuff. So we're going to try and reuse the polluted water from the natural gas generator. So we also need to get that generator up and running. So looks like this gas pump is running on occasion. So we have polluted oxygen coming out here and getting turned into oxygen, but it's got nowhere to go. Maybe I'll do something like that. Yeah, and then do that. We'll get a move on with that. We'll get that taken care of. Let the gases go somewhere in this mess over here. There's a lot going on over here. We have polluted oxygen. I think there's some hydrogen in here. Carbon dioxide, oxygen. Yeah. So that should help. But we can't get this stuff out of here until it's got somewhere to go. Let's see how that works out. You can get rid of that ladder right there. And it is actually warm enough up here. To build, well, it's not a room, so I guess it's not warm enough. Warm enough right there, but not over here because the stuff inside these bins is so cold. The oxygen's actually not, well, the oxygen can't decide what temperature it is. It's all over the place. Yeah, it's pretty cold over there. I did hear the printing pod go off. We'll go ahead and check to see what we've got going here, which is a blueprint, and we will take the bristleberries. I will take the food. Thank you very much. No new dupes for the time being. I see that we have skills there, and I think it's just dupes that will be way stressed out if I give them skills. I don't know. We've got some opportunities here. What do you love to do? Anything else? No. We'll just go with digging. Hassan. Mechatronics engineering, Lyra carrying, and Max. Oh, he's doing pretty good. But I'm not sure what I want to give him yet, so I'm just gonna hang on to that skill. Yeah. All right, keep going. This area over here, I think I've decided is the perfect spot for a Draco ranch. So I'm gonna just snip this here. Let's see. Build snipping tool, plumbing. I'm going to cut that right there so that all my water is coming from up here for right now, so we can finish clearing that out, and this will actually let us build up a reservoir over here, which will be nice. And we haven't taken a look for a while at the temperature overlay. This is nice and toasty. This over here is actually getting pretty comfortable. Still really cold on the interior. And this stuff is, empty bins are warming up slowly. They were, I'm sure they're made out of sandstone, and I'm sure that sandstone was like 0 degrees when they were made. So it's taking a while for the old gas pipe to work. Taking a look at what's in the gas pipe, we see that the stuff is coming in here around 37 degrees. It's coming out here around 66 degrees, and by the time it hits up here, it's 26. Down here, it's 12. And then it's helping normalize the temperatures in here by actually picking up some heat. So that's that's a ways away from needing automation to keep it from overheating the base. I do think I am going to put another piece of automation over here though also. I want a thermal sensor. There we go. And I want to automate it to there. The idea here is that this thing can heat stuff up to 85 degrees, but does it really need to? Because it's getting really warm over here. So I think I'm just going to have it heat stuff up to like 30 degrees. I just don't want it to be frozen, right? And honestly, at this point, I probably don't even need to run it anymore, but yeah, just in case, we'll keep it there. This gas generator is going, if I can click on the right thing, this gas generator is going frequently, which is keeping our hydrogen pipe from filling up, which is keeping us from having oxygen production problems, so all that's good. Actually probably going to run out of hydrogen if I keep using it like that. What's going on here? Get it out of there, Stinky. How did I get iron over there? On a ladder. Oh. That's how. Alright. Please attack the bull. I don't know why they won't attack that bull. I mean, I guess it's just not exposed long enough for them to be able to take action on it. Where does water come from? Weird stuff happens with this game, man. I tell you. Alright, Stinky, get out of there. Alright. They're down here trying to sweep stuff and dig and breathe. It's not working out well for them. Oh, did we uncover that vent? We did. It's a saltwater geyser. It's spitting out salt water at 95 degrees. Holy cow. Well, that's a big source of heat right there. And that thing, if I recall from these saltwater geysers, they put out a lot of liquid. Okay, I think I need another atmosuit checkpoint. But it has to be built somewhere with decent temperatures, right? So I don't know where that water's coming from. That is the weirdest thing. Yeah, they're all suffocating down here. What's going on here? 1,800. I wonder if I can just open these doors so they don't have to stop so much. I can open that one for sure. Yeah, that might help with their timing delays getting in and out of there. They're just spending way too long in the CO2. So, a couple things. Let's start with the CO2 destruction. Now, I have a blueprint here. Not that one. That one. I have a blueprint here for compressing CO2. Now, I have to build it somewhere that's been warmed up, and this area has not yet been warmed up. Right. So, what can we do here? Well, first of all, we can do, let's see here. If I connect that, it's going to fill up with liquid. Well, I can run this for a minute. We'll just for a moment. Just let this pipe fill up. That should help. And then a little cheat action here. We're just gonna snip that right there for now. And just let this water radiate out its warmth. It is not below freezing here, so the water shouldn't freeze, so we'll just do that. Okay, that for now. Sort of a cheap heat up solution. We have 31,000 food, 30,000 food, so that's good. Doesn't look like we're going to starve in the next cycle or two. We are getting a good amount of water over here. I might actually need to extend the size of this thing eventually. Temperature-wise, it's really hot over here. All right. How are we doing up here? Okay, they got the fertilizer synthesizer, easy for me to say, set up, and it looks like they got all the wiring done. So now we just need. Oh, and they're getting rid of a lot of the bad gas that we don't want. What's going on? This is. Oh, it's just the battery's charged, so it's not running. Oh, it has no gas output. All right, so this thing is going to output carbon dioxide, which is a problem. Because I really need to destroy this carbon dioxide. I've just got too much carbon dioxide. All right. I guess I'm just gonna send it down here for now. Yeah, just like that. That'll be great. Except that this has so much CO2, it'll back up fast. They can't get to this actually, so I think I'm just going to do a little thing right here. They're needing to get this cleaned up anyway. Right. Wow. They must have been close to being idle for them to jump on all that as quickly as they did. That's good. Gives my dupes something to do. Alright, so this area over here is, hey, how about that? It's warm. I am going to put some airflow tile here, replacing that was there, and putting a mesh, alright, door there. So this whole room is over 10 degrees? Question mark? Yeah, whole room's over 10. Awesome. That means I can put in my door blueprint. It's fairly large, and it needs somewhere to send the carbon dioxide. So I'm actually going to end up sending it down below to where it is cold. I don't care about that, so I'm just going to go ahead and build it right. Let's see here. I build it right there. But it's built out of aluminum, which I don't have any of. Is that true? That blueprint was built out of aluminum. And there's some aluminum right here. So I'm just going to dig up the aluminum because I don't want to have to rewrite the blueprint. We'll just do that. So that's going to give me aluminum ore. Oh, I guess I already had some aluminum ore, so I just need to make some aluminum. Aluminum ore to aluminum. I'll do like 20 of those. 37. Can they breathe in there even? Yeah, I need to get rid of this CO2, like, fast. Okay. Oh boy. Man, that warm water really did the trick. Good. Alright. Now, this thing's only going to run... how can I draw power off of this system? Okay, here we go. Power, conductive wire. We're just going to bridge that to there. And then we can just snip it. I guess here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Going great. Did we ever get this thing open? We did get this thing open, and let's see if we can get somebody to submit a bioscan. I think they can get there just fine. And over here, did I ever find any more vents? No vents. Oh, what's that? That is a neutronium pocket. There's a vent there. Well, we might as well find out what that is. Let's go right through here. All that rust. Eventually. It'll be a while before they get to that, I think. It's pretty far away from everything else. Alright, looks like I've got enough aluminum to make this thing, so I'm going to priority 7 in that. And I might as well throw an algae terrarium down here so they have a prayer of getting something to breed. And as soon as they had the materials, they stopped working on this, so I'll priority 7 that as well. And you wonder why I'm out of food. Everything's priority 7. Okay. What have we got here? Yeah, this pipe's just not running. And now all this polluted oxygen is up top. I don't think it's going to come out anytime soon. I might have to put a small pump or another pump up here to actually get rid of that polluted oxygen. But so far, so good here. Now, I've got some Draco eggs, or Dreklet eggs, that are 72% incubating. So I've got a couple of cycles before they hatch, I think. And I really want to get this water out of here. It's just taking its sweet time. Could just vent the water into here, maybe? I don't know. I can always wrangle the Dracos. It's fine. Alright. Hey, looks like they kind of built things in a decent order. They were able to reach almost everything. Looks like that might be unreachable now, but that's okay. We can get around that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a hole. I'm going to dig through to here, combine these two spaces, and then run this thing to compress gases. Then I'm going to build a chamber down here that's going to hold the compressed gases. That's the idea. We'll see how well that idea gets executed. Yeah. Alright, and then this is going to need some kind of power. Doesn't use a lot of power. Actually, I think we're going to try hooking it up to this. My oxygen system. Just go straight up like that. I think this thing generates way more power than it actually needs. The hydrogen generator hardly has to run over here, so we'll steal some power from that. We do have all this hydrogen over here too that I could feed back into my cooling loop, but or my warming loop, I guess. But we'll just leave it for now. It looks like they can't get to those things either. I'm going to put a ladder over on this side just so they can finish building that. I'll go ahead and deconstruct this and this, just so they can get in there and build those tiles. Yay, go team. I'm so excited. I've been meaning to destroy these thimble reeds forever. I have 40 reed fibers. I'll let them go for a while, I guess. We can still use some more reed fiber. And they're using up polluted water, which is helping this from being completely flooded. Printing pod, let's see what that is. Don't really need them, but I'll take curative tablets. And man, this thing is just about out of water. I'm living off a meal lice loaf, so it's just using a ton of my water. And this thing hasn't, I don't even know if it's run at all yet. I don't think it has. Yeah, I still have one pipe to build. Let's get on that, guys. Okay. $3,003K over here-ish. I think I can actually get rid of this pump now. The only thing really in this room is natural gas. You know what? I'm not gonna deconstruct that, because if this ever runs out of natural gas, it'll let me pull a vacuum in here, so that's fine. Alright, come on guys. You got this. We can submit a bioscan on this side too. Did they ever open the door over here? They did not. Maybe give it a priority 7. Maybe then they'll do it. Looks like I have another egg to incubate. I will go for the hatchling. Alright, so close. Alright, as far as the chamber that we're going to use, here we're going to just do this. Why not? Doesn't need to be that big. Does need to have an air pump in it though, for future use. And we'll just future-proof it here with the heavy wire, or the conductive wiring. Get rid of that, and we can wall this up. All right, 37,000 kcals is good. And I think this thing is capable of running, it's just disabled by the grid, because that's full. Those are full, so that's not running. Alright. So until I actually draw power off of the system, I think we're in a good place. Yeah. I could actually, let's see here. What am I doing? Power. I could actually connect these, and then it'll actually draw power when they use the rock pressure. That's actually right now being run off of this power transformer, so if I disable... Can't disable it. I guess I can cut the wire though. There we go. So now the rock crusher is running off of this system up here. Alright, well that might actually get me to run some natural gas, so we'll see about that. Looks like I need another storage bin for frozen goods. We'll get that going, and looks like this thing is almost done. The automation, I just saw it fire off, so that's good. We'll priority 7 the electric build, and that. And then we can wrap this up. Alright, and to finish this system up, we'll put one last insulated tile right there. P6 that, and let's do a dig. Massive dig. Let's see here. Top of cycle 175, and 175 should definitely wrap it up for us here. Oh, we'll set this at 20%. And there's our natural gas generator running, which means our pump should run. Except we're missing that one is unreachable. Alright, this is what we're going to do. That's easy. We'll put that there, put that there, put that there. And deconstruct that. It's the little things. Alright, this is closed off. We're going to lock this door. Hopefully all we end up with is carbon dioxide down here. We have a lot of mixed gases in here right now. We need to let those up. Yeah, they'll be fine, because this is going to flood over here in a moment. And then, actually let's go ahead and deconstruct this algae terrarium now. They don't need to keep working down here, and I don't want the oxygen, so it's all good. And then I'll just tell them to hurry up and sweep that stuff. Alright. We broke through. I can't get rid of those just yet, but that's alright. Put that at priority 7 also. Okay. I think that'll do it. Now it's going to get really cold in here again. Yeah, it's below 10, but I did the thing. I built, actually everything I built right here was a legitimate build even in a cold environment, I realize now. That's alright. Dupes like to work where it's warm. Okay. Now this is hopefully gonna, oh yeah, this should stay on enough. I'm gonna go ahead and let that water out though, so it doesn't freeze. Go to plumbing, we're gonna snip that there, and then we're going to plumb that there. Let that water out. Okay. This carbon dioxide comes over here. This thing says I'm over 1,000, which I'm not, because I've got so many mixed gases over here right now. But as soon as these random gases escape, then this should definitely be over 1,000. it too. Once I get rid of all these other gases, we can put that to like 750. And in here, we're already up to 2,800. So it quickly sequestered quite a bit of carbon dioxide. All right, and then, hey, our fertilizer synthesizer is running. So it used our polluted water from our natural gas generator, and it's outputting natural gas, which is fine because it's in the perfect spot for that. It will eventually overheat, I'm sure, but in the meantime, it should be, yep, there we go, it's producing fertilizer, which can then be used in my farms. That's great. We'll check the printing pod one last time. Oh, we'll take a wort seed. Yeah. Nice. And that's it. So we got the CO2 sequestration system put into place. Throw another hatching egg in there. And next time we'll work on a Dreckle farm. Sounds good. All right, thanks for tuning in. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching my videos. Until next time, this is Nom Nom, signing out.